Jess on his right. Hey, hold up. Don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Good morning, hustlers, as if you're still living. Get on down. Get on down. Good morning, Wake and Jake Bakers. How we doing today? Happy Monday, November 16th, which I know. And welcome back. We had a little time out, a little Jomboy Media vacation week. I was down in Arizona, Grand Canyon, Sedona, all about it. 311 drive-in concert in Phoenix happened. Cole Tucker, Scott Kingery, Flex, friends. How are you guys doing? It's good to be back. Catching up with producer BBD in the corner. Jomboy is in the other room. Producer Zach's here, looking good in them jeans. And you guys in the chat. It's good to see everyone today. And let's get back into it. We got to talk some sports. Because there were sports last week. There's a decent amount of sports last week. BBD, as we always do. God, you look good. Everyone listening to this looks good right now. BBD, we start this show with the game of the night. And there was a game of the night yesterday. There was a play of the night that you've probably seen by this point. It's highlighted in our, what do we call that section, BBD? Just the highlights of the show, the previews?
Oh.
I don't know.
Talking points.
Talking points?
It's not a sexy name.
Hashtag talking Jake, Instagram. The Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals, two of the, I don't know, maybe underrated football teams of this season. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. And BBD, we had a pretty good football game. Started slow. Field goal festival in the first half. Cardinals kicked 3 field goals. Bills kicked 3 field goals. They also had a touchdown from Josh Allen. It was 16-9 at the half, BBD. 6-9. Pretty nice. Then in the second half, the game really takes off. Cole Beasley, touchdown pass. He's still doing it. How about that? Kyler Murray with the touchdown run. He's kind of got a signature skip into the end zone. That's fun. Kyler Murray again kind of took over this game. It was awesome to watch. He's a stud. But the Buffalo Bills, BBD, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Maryland Terps, 21-yard touchdown pass with 34 seconds left. Bills go up 30-26. That's it. That's all. Oh, no. Beeper coming out your speakers. The Cardinals, 4 for 4 from Murray on the drive with the signature Hail Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. 43 yards, scrambles to his left, hucks it up, snags it. Tutty, game, blouses, 32-30. The Cardinals kneel for the extra point because they didn't want it to get blocked and give up 2 points. How about that? Not as cool as the Hail Murray. DeAndre Hopkins is disgusting. He had a really good post-game interview. Went stone face on it. And he was like, yeah, in basketball, that's kind of dunked on him. But there was 3 of them. And he did the whole thing straight-faced. It was really good. You've seen the Hail Murray by this point. If not, we got it rolling. If you haven't gone to see the interview with Hopkins, go check that out because he's probably the best wide receiver in football, but he's just been in Houston, and now he's in Arizona, and he's not traditionally flashy like a lot of wide receivers are. Cardinals win 32-30. They go to 6-3. The Bills drop to 7-3. Josh Allen was really good again. Should have had essentially a game-winning touchdown pass if his defense did the job. They did not. Foosball, and the game was in Arizona, BBD, which I was just in Arizona. So that's called full circle in the biz. That's called bringing it back around. And I think that was, if you're at the water cooler, you're at the virtual water cooler, that's kind of the one you got to bring up. That's, did you see that Hopkins catch? They'll be like, why are you talking like that? Don't talk like that. Cardinals 32, Bills 30. BBD, how you doing? What's good, man?
Doing well.
It's been too long.
Traffic was a mess this morning, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
That almost broke my spirits. But in general, feeling refreshed from the week off. Got mostly good nights of sleep.
Ooh.
Hanging out. And
We'll
now I'm back. I'm feeling replenished.
Yeah.
Just happy to be here.
We'll break your spirits in different ways this week,
especially
with the NBA draft coming up this week. But, alas, we're not there yet. That's good. Good to see you, BBD. Fresh cut. BBD Fresh Cuts in the chat. Let's do... That's good. BBD, we'll churn through the football. I think I'm going to go quicker than we normally do because there's a few games that need to be touched on. Thursday night, circling back, the Colts ran it up on the Titans. Both those teams are 6-3 now, 34-17. Derrick Henry, 100 yards, sure. My Broncos get trashed. Drew Lock not looking like the answer. Raiders, kind of good. 37-12. Ugh, God, that's disgusting. My Broncos aren't. Drew Lock's not the answer. Go sign Jameis Winston. Sign someone. It's not Drew Lock season. Browns-Texans, maybe one of the ugliest games played this season, 10-7. Nick Chubb runs out of bounds to end the game to ruin fantasy and gambling days. The Lions and the Washington football team play a good game, BBD. 30-27, Matt Prater, my rock, 59-yard game winner. Love Matt Prater, former Broncos. Great. Packers, 24. Jaguars, 20. Packers almost blow it at home to the 1-8 Jaguars. They hold on. They get the win. Survive. BBD, your Giants. The G-Men are back. They're 3-7. They are stacking wins, according to Eli Manning. They look pretty good in this game. Daniel Jones with another big scamper. The defense showed up. Good for the Giants. They are back in the mix somehow. God, they could be 500 pretty easily. They are not. Buccaneers bounce back after their horrible game against the Saints. They put up a 46 spot against the Panthers. Tom Brady, 341, 3 tutties. Yep. Teddy Bridgewater got hurt in that game. McCaffrey didn't play. Yeah. How about a couple young, good quarterbacks, Beavers? Chargers, Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. Tua looks real. He's making me eat some bugs because I didn't think a lefty could be good in the NFL. I'm not giving in yet. And Justin Herbert is just picking up where Phillip Rivers left off. They lose these one-score games. Chargers drop to 2-7. Dolphins
play well.
He's playing well. Dolphins go to 6-3. I just saw a stat about Herbert that was like he's having one of the best rookie fantasy football quarterback seasons ever. Use what you want out of that. Don't really care.
I think technically yesterday was one of his worst games, but
yeah, I think
all of them have been good.
I've got the stat here. The rookie record for 20-point fantasy games as a quarterback is Cam Newton with 9, and Herbert now has 7. So he's doing his thing. They lose. Tua and the Dolphins win. They're 6-3. Rams Seahawks. This was supposed to be a shootout. Didn't really take place. Oop, burped a little bit. Goff throws for 300. No touchdown passes. Seahawks, man, their defense is like historically bad. And I don't know, that's kind of just one of those weird things. You think Seahawks in the recent years, you're like, oh, Seahawks are good defense. Yeah. Not so much. Rams win. Both those teams are 6-3. Saints dominate the Niners. They go to 7-2. They win 27-13. Make it look easy. Too easy. Steelers are 9-0. Wow. They blow out the Bungles 36-10. Big Ben, 333 and 4 touchdowns. Wow. And then the nightcap, the rain game, Patriots 23, Ravens 17. Oh boy, Ravens. People are calling you frauds, and now you do something like this. I don't know. They're still 6-3. It's okay. You lost to the Patriots on the road. Cam looked okay. It was raining a lot. And Damian Harris runs for $121 for the Pats, hammering the ball on the ground. So that was the tidy football recap. I think the Hail Murray is the thing that you need to be telling people about. Up here on the East Coast, the G-men being back, you can feel it a little bit. Seeing Big Cat tweet about them. You're seeing the Giants start to get some love. I mean, other than that, man, like it's almost, I feel like if you're having a genuine football conversation, it'd be like Dolphins-Chargers and be like, there's two young good quarterbacks. The other games, I don't know. Breeze did get hurt. Tyler in the chat just mentioned that. We'll see how significant that is. Might be Jameis show next week. Might be Taysom Hill. But yeah, I think that's the wrap. What else do you think needs to be mentioned, BBD?
Well, I've got plenty of Giants things I could talk about. They do beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
They beat the Washington football team last week, but they kind of always do that.
Sure.
But now they've beaten the Eagles, who I believe still are in first.
Wasn't this the first time in like 3 or 4 years?
First time
or
since
something?
2016.
That's nuts, man.
Always lose to them, and it's also like always heartbreaking. And it looked like we almost got there at the very end when they didn't get the touchdown on the Andrew Thomas play, but he's played a lot better.
Yeah.
Since we've last talked, I think he's put together like 3 good games in a row. I don't know what like the whatever rankings or whatever come out sometime today. Maybe they're out already.
Yeah, go check out Talking Giants.
Bobby
Skinner
said 3 weeks in a row they've been good. I listened to him this morning.
Yeah, Bobby, he's been tweeting it out. He's been potting it out. Andrew Thomas is doing good things. Daniel Jones is cutting his turnovers down. That was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago we were sitting here talking about, like, hey.
He had his worst game. Was our last episode.
You got to stop having the critical turnover, and he has.
He hasn't had a turnover since. He technically, like, fumbled one, but he was, like, ruled out of bounds before against Washington. I don't care. He's looked a lot better. It's going pretty well. The other team that has their quarterback this year, being the Eagles, they have the Browns, who are maybe okay this year, and then they have the Seahawks, who I imagine will beat them. So all of a sudden, Giants, who have a bye week this week, they come back and face the Bengals the next week.
Yeah. They're going into the bye week feeling pretty good.
Stupid that I feel good right now, but hey.
Oh, for sure.
Really dumb.
Sure, big
because I want to make stomped in the first round. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, get in.
Hey, that's fun.
Find a way to get in. People are liking Joe Judge. Winning is the cure for everything. Winning is the cure for everything. Yeah, I'm looking around.
Score is fun.
Packers go to 7-2, but their game was ugly. Yeah, Bucks, Saints are still doing it. Yeah, it's kind of the same story. I don't know.
Joe Burrow was like not good. He's playing the Steelers, who are very good, so that's fine.
I watched a little bit of that game, and you could see from the opening kickoff that the young Bengals were playing the undefeated Steelers. Like the initial kickoff
different team.
Went off the guy's body and into the end zone, and everyone was like, is this going to be a safety or a touchback? It was a touchback, but they were shook in that game. Free money for the Steelers. Can't talk about the NFC East more, BBD. Good for the Giants. They're in second place.
All of a sudden.
Second place. G-Men.
Separately, I don't know where this fits in, but last week when we gave our picks, and I was like watching the games. We didn't have a show coming up, but I was watching, and I felt like, oh, wow, a bunch of my picks are hitting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm really good at gambling. And then this past week, I went and like counted up how I did. I went 500.
Yeah.
I thought which I think is actually pretty good.
It's okay.
But I felt like, I was like, oh, man, I nailed this week.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got the Cowboys one right.
Nostradamus.
So I'm such a genius. It's like, all right.
Sports gambling's tough, man. Yeah. Don't do it. Was in Vegas for a little bit. Went to Top Golf. It was nice. Like Top Golf. That's the football. I'm trying to think if there's any other standout performances. Alex Smith played.
Yeah, he got a start.
That was cool. He throws for 390, by the way. They lose. Matt Prater, the GOAT. I'm trying to think. Did anyone have, like, crazy fantasy days? Hopkins with the TD at the end. Marquez Valdez Scantling, sure. Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
That was the football. That was the football. There, we'll talk about it a little later. There is one more game tonight, Monday Night Football. Beebs, we do have, again, it's been a little bit, so we got some stuff to touch on. The Masters happened this weekend. Probably should have mentioned that.
More on that soon.
Okay. So you'll get more on that. Congrats to Dustin Johnson. It was kind of cool to watch. Autumn. Trying to think, basketball kind of came from the top ropes this weekend, and they were like, hey, we're going to officially start our season.
Yeah.
So
I guess we haven't had the official season starting conversation.
Yeah, well, the draft is coming up Thursday, right? And then, the NBA was like, hey, trading is illegal now. And bam, Dennis Schroeder goes to the Lakers. The Nets traded your guy, Dazan Musa. Am I saying that right?
For Bruce Brown?
Yeah, I think so.
In a second.
So that's huge. And the big rumor is that Harden's going to go to the Nets now.
It just feels kind of inevitable. It's the only thing I wrote down on the sheet.
Yeah. I don't know.
It feels like it's gonna happen.
Kyrie, Harden, and KD feels like a disaster.
Oh, I can talk myself into either way as a guy who's not really rooting for the Nets because I'm a salty Knicks fan about it.
Sure.
It's like, oh, well, Kyrie and Harden together, they need the ball too much, and those two on defense together, stinky.
Yeah.
Even though Harden's turned himself into a solid team defender.
Yeah.
Durant, come on, you need to have two Hall of Fame teammates everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Come on, loser. But at the same time, it's like they're really, really talented, and we said the same thing about Harden needing the ball in his hands when they got Chris Paul, and that worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
They didn't win, but it worked out really well, and they almost beat the Warriors, took them to a Game 7. So, yeah, you can really you can construct the argument how you want.
Yeah, and it's
like if you have the opportunity to do it, you have to.
Yeah, you almost have to just to see what happens. We'll see. Interested to see how the Harden stuff goes because, Houston, they traded away all their first-round picks. So that whole situation's wild. It's classic NBA. They when they come for headlines, they do it right. A lot of star movement. Harden draft this week. Trades happening. Go check out
Trade's
Talking
going to
Nets.
happen on draft night, I guess.
A lot of Knicks rumors. We'll see. But that's the basketball updates for now. We'll probably circle up on that.
And the Thursday show is going to be pretty basketball heavy.
Yeah,
That'll
dude.
be fun.
Basketball.
Not even do football picks.
Yeah, we might. We'll talk about that. We might have to do something fun coming up. Anything else we want to hit quick? Baseball really hasn't gotten going.
Yeah, there's some rumors out there, but nothing with legs.
Yeah.
Nothing really happens before December.
And we had some great Talking Baseball interviews last week. Go check those out. We will have more coming this week.
Robbie Ray went back to the Blue Jays.
The
I think
Blue
that
Jays,
hadn't
huge.
happened yet last time I saw you.
1 year, $8 million for Robbie Ray. Okay, that's the sports. That's the catch-up. Threw a perfect game today. First day back, not a big deal. 0 thumbs down. Appreciate you guys in the Facebook machine and the YouTube machine. Off the scope. BBD, that brings us to the comment of the day. Wake and Jake Bakers. You guys are the best. I do ask you guys to bake the algorithm. Hit the like button. Leave a review. Leave a comment. Leave something you're thinking about in the sports world. You got a different landing place for Harden? Harden to the Suns. I don't know. Just making stuff up. Why not? That's what a lot of sports people do. Leave a comment. Leave a review. We appreciate it. From the last episode, over a week ago, J-Rob Central, a regular, I went into my motivational speaker mode, and I told everyone, you guys are hot. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you look hot today. That's what I do, and it works. So, might make that a shirt. Because believe it, people. Believe it. You are hot. We're up to 243 reviews on the podcast app. Pretty huge. You guys are great. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep watching. We'll get through this odd sports winter. Just mentioned the Masters just happened in November. We'll do more of that. So thank you, guys. I love you. Have a great week. Thanksgiving on deck. How about that? What do you do for Thanksgiving, BBD?
Yeah, so, we used to travel up to, my mom's hometown, which is like a 4-hour drive.
Right.
But now my grandma just lives at our house, so
Okay.
I think we're just staying at home.
chilling.
It's just our crew.
That might be the answer this year.
Which I think a lot of more people are going to be just staying at home anyway, but we were going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
We never had like huge Thanksgivings. My mom was an only child.
Win-win.
We just go visit my grandparents basically. And I like that, and now it's like even smaller and we don't have to travel. So I was pretty stoked about that anyway.
Yeah, you're chilling.
But this year especially.
That's yeah, I think this year, well, I'll be traveling a little bit, so we'll get there. But BBD, our last fake segment of the show, which means we're about 2 segments away, is the Bro of the Night. And the Bro of the Night is brought to you guys, new partner alert. And we've actually been friends with these guys for a while. This has been a long time coming. Baseball Lifestyle, the Joshes who run it. We met them last year. They're awesome dudes. They are the fastest growing brand in baseball. Baseball Lifestyle 101, man. Find them at bl101.com. Check them out on Instagram and everything. They have huge social media followings. They're big on the talk, big on the gram. Their best-selling items, the Buzz the Tower hat, their Ghost Windbreaker. If you haven't seen that, it's fire. Hashtag fire emoji. It's the white. Very clean. Very clean. You can always rep the game while wearing the high-quality designs. Check out Baseball Lifestyle at bl101.com this holiday season. Give the gift of baseball. Ooh. Oh, I like that a lot. Baseball, it's more than a game. It's a lifestyle. Go check them out. They're honestly the best. The Joshes, we linked up with them at the Easton thing last year. Good dudes. Baseball guys. So if you're a baseball player, you know a baseball player. Hell, if you like baseball, and you do because you're here, go check them out. BBD, my Bro of the Night. I'm excited for this one. And I'm giving it to Kim Eng, the first female general manager in any of the major sports. She is announced as the Marlins GM. She's been around the game for about 30 years now. She started as an intern, worked her way up. She was involved in the Yankees dynasties. She worked with Cashman, pretty cool stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the story, unfortunately, with a lot of females in sports, but she'd been interviewing for GM jobs. I think her first GM interview was in 2005 for the Dodgers. She's interviewed with the Dodgers, the Mariners, the Padres, the Angels, the Giants. She finally gets her opportunity with the Marlins. Awesome for her. Incredible resume. Excited for her. I mean, huge for females, huge for Asian Americans. Really exciting. And man, it's if you're not with it, get with it, because it's about time. And looping things kind of full circle. I had this moment, and I think a lot of the people like when Jake gets heavy. Kamala Harris, first female vice president. And I don't know if you've seen that image going around where it's her next to the 45 or 46 other former vice presidents, and it's all old white guys. And when you see that, like, that should be impactful for you. That you take a second and be like, what? Every vice president has been an old white guy?
All of them.
Every baseball GM, every GM of every sport until a couple days ago had been a male. And we have the first female, so congrats to Kim. Best of luck. Marlins got a lot of young talent. They've got a little core there. She had a really good press conference and release. We're going to do this the right way and build it up. And, hey, they got the manager of the year in Don Mattingly. They got some young talent. Awesome for her. Exciting for baseball. Baseball with some good headlines. How about that? Exciting stuff.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of as good a situation as she could ask for because they have a nice group of young arms there, and they got, guys there who are scrappy and like being there and all that. And assuming ownership's going to be willing to spend in the next couple years, maybe not this year.
Yeah.
It seems like kind of a perfect situation for like an ideal GM job to take. So that's pretty cool for her.
Cool for us Yankee fans,
been-
the
yeah.
connections between Jeter and Cashman and all that stuff. So
Yeah, Mattingly.
go get it.
She because she's been in like assistant GM roles and executive roles with the MLB front
Senior
front
vice
office for like
president,
20
yeah.
years. Like obviously if she was a man, she would have had a job by now. Like that's like not a
That's
question.
what you'd think, yeah.
The resume speaks for itself.
Go get him, Kim. Who's your bro of the night, BBD?
Jake, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for my bro of the night until someone in the chat mentioned that the Masters happened, and that made the decision pretty easy because Dustin Johnson won the Masters.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Congrats. Watched a little bit of Saturday's action
Okay.
before I stopped, and then I forgot to turn it on again Sunday. Last year was the first time I had ever watched like any golf because Tiger was doing well, and it was the last day, so I watched some of that. So I didn't have that pulling me there this year, but he's a guy I've heard of in golf, and he won. And there's a lot of good pictures of him and his wife.
Do you feel a golf gene like kicking in? Like, do you feel it entering your body?
Not really for like watching. I mean,
Yeah.
always liked playing the times I've gotten out there. but
Okay.
it's fun.
Okay. Played a little
But
golf.
yeah, I still don't do the watching it.
Yeah.
But I do have friends from college that do watch like every golf
Yeah.
thing. It's like, oh, you guys are like really into this.
Yeah. Dialed.
Like they make me think I don't like sports. They're like freaks. They watch everything.
They're rude friends. We don't like them. Congrats to Dustin. I mean, all time might be the only Masters ever played in November. Pretty wild. Yeah, and on the opposite side of things, and Cowherd tweeted it out, and he's like, man, pretty good weekend / life for Dustin Johnson. Because, yeah, him and Paulina, very much a power couple. Her dad was the greatest hockey player ever. How about that? And yeah, get into golf a little bit. I see it developing in you. I see it developing in the chat. It's just a good time. I mean, the green grass, it's peaceful, it's relaxing. It's a lot of talent. Masters is cool. They had college game day there. Watched a little of that. That was on my flight. It's just weird. Weird year, 2020. But congrats to Dustin. And I'm sure that's what he needs is a congratulations from us. Because he cares.
Cares that
Yeah.
we notice.
He's got a
That's specific.
pretty cool life, huh? Father-in-law's Wayne Gretzky.
Pretty neat.
Wife. Kim, Dustin, congratulations to you guys. Those are a couple big ones. Winning the Masters and becoming the first female GM. Those are some big ones today, folks. BBD, what are we watching tonight? There is Monday Night Football. Minnesota versus Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Little NFC Norris matchup. Dalvin Cook hoping to have another crazy fantasy week. He's been balling out. I guess we're watching
Nothing else
sports,
tonight,
right? That's it.
Other than that, but between now and the next
NBA
episode of
draft
this, we'll have the
stuff.
NBA draft,
Yeah.
which I'm very excited about. We've put out 2 Talking Knicks
Yeah.
draft previews.
Yeah, Talking Knicks has been rolling. Go check that out. Talking Yanks, Talking Baseball, Talking Nets, mentioned them before. Talking Giants. The G-men are rolling. Mansplain Baseball. Guys, Jomboy Media, we're cranking.
It's not on there, but the new format for morning has debuted.
The new
So
morning
check
has
that
debuted.
out.
Go look at that. Jomboy was kind of going ham on the breakdowns. I think he did 12 or so over vacation week. He's a sick pup.
Got some silly ones in
He's
there.
a sick pup, yeah. Some puppy stuff in there. Thank you guys. It's good to be back. We're back on that content grind. So check out anything on the network. Click around. Thank you guys. Thank Baseball Lifestyle. We'll see you guys here on Thursday morning for Wake and Jake. And we'll see you on everything else before then. Let's get it. Have a good week.
Talking Yanks live on Patreon very soon.
Yanks.
Don't fret, he's wearing shorts.
Still wearing shorts, 50 degrees.
Some interviews on both the baseball shows from last week. Check them out. Taylor Hearn, Ryan Yarbrough, Mike King.
Jake sucks.